From the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
Lacey, it looked like that rain was just skirting just right along the Red River almost.
That's where we've had the heaviest for sure. In some areas down there, guys picked up 2 to 2.5 inches of rain in southwestern Oklahoma with that big complex of storms. Here in the metro, we got a couple sprinkles we're tracking on the north side. There's some more widespread rain in northern Oklahoma, mostly dry in Oklahoma City. It's been a beautiful start to the day. This morning is quiet, a little cloud cover overhead, had a gorgeous sunrise. And yes, there goes that complex of storms, which this time of year into the first few weeks of June, this is when we see this type of a weather pattern. We're in what we call northwest flow, so the jet stream's going from the northwest to the southeast, fairly weak, and that takes the storms when they fire out in the high plains, brings them down to the southeast through the overnight hours, and they weaken. That's what happened overnight. We'll have the same trend again tonight. This time, the rain chances will be higher in western Oklahoma. Here's how much rain fell over the past 12 hours, basically along Highway 62 down to the southwest, 2 to 2.5 inches of rain in spots, and now everything's diving to the south and moving out. We've had new showers take off to the north and a little light rain moving in to Logan County, northern sides of Oklahoma County, basically towards Arcadia, south of Lazy E Arena, a little light rain there, not amounting to much. We could see new showers develop like that through mid-morning. Showers from Perry to Douglas to Enid, slowly drifting to the south and then also up to the northwest. You've had these thunderstorms over Buffalo that have been ongoing for the past couple of hours with some pretty heavy rain. Some areas have already seen an inch of rain along Highway 64 in the northwest, and that's all that's left of the rain to the south, some sprinkles south of Ryan. 64 degrees in Oklahoma City. It is cloudy. Best chance of rain through mid-morning, staying to the north. Still some isolated chances around. Chances aren't zero in OKC. 64 degrees is the current temp. Light winds out of the east and winds stay out of the southeast through the day. Highs climb into the mid and upper 70s. 20% chance of an isolated thunderstorm later today. Not out of the question. Now, anyone that gets a storm later today will get heavy rain, may have some small hail and gusty winds. Overall, the severe risk not really there. Maybe a pulse severe storm possible, but the chances are just so very low. Highs in the 70s and the 80s. Here's the rain chance statewide, mainly 20%. Now, it is slightly higher east of Highway 75 into eastern Oklahoma, and thunderstorms try to take off again today in New Mexico, Colorado, and move into our panhandle. Another complex tries to develop. We'll see how long it can hold together, and I'll show you the latest data in just a minute. Here's that pattern I was talking about. Winds have been kind of out of the northwest, the jet stream level coming out of the northwest, which allows those storms to fire up and then push down to the southeast, but really just winds are almost stagnant at the jet stream level until we get towards the latter portion of your weekend. And what we're watching very closely is the system off towards the east. It's actually going to move back to the west, keep us in kind of this northerly flow of the jet stream, but that kind of stabilizes things across Oklahoma. Keep central eastern Oklahoma rain chances less than 20% into your weekend. When we get into Monday, we're watching this system come out of the southwest. Does bring some more energy with it into Monday afternoon, evening for Labor Day. Could bring a severe weather. Low risk right now of wind and hail. Also brings your rain chances up some. Off and on over the next several days, it's western Oklahoma with the rain chances. In fact, tonight, it's a 50 to a 60% chance in the western portions of the state of storms moving into the area and weakening. We'll see how far into Oklahoma they make it. 20% chance here in Oklahoma City. Temps tonight will be in the 50s and 60s. Now tomorrow, here's your Thursday. 70s, 80s, southeast breeze. We're partly cloudy most of the day. We're dry. 10% chance of rain in Oklahoma City. May have a few additional storms try to take off in the northwest. We'll monitor this. If storms can fire here, they would have a chance to produce some quarter-size hail and 65-mile-an-hour winds. And with weak jet stream winds, storms don't move quickly, so they rain themselves out. Sometimes when they collapse, they can cause damaging winds and also pose isolated flooding risk. Friday, 70s and 80s. We'll have a chance of rain in the west Friday morning, again in the afternoon. Still very slight chance of rain in Oklahoma City. So when you add up these daily chances into the weekend, into early next week, all the way through May 31st, up to an inch of rain in Oklahoma City. Some areas less, some areas a little more, depending on where those storms set up. And there may be a few bullseyes in northwestern Oklahoma that get over 2 inches of rain. So we're still chipping away at the drought. We'll see the best rain chance in the metro come in on Memorial Day on Monday. And we're back with a lot more right after this.